To MMA on the Rocks. My name is Bill Welker, and you are listening to Picks and Pours 74, the segment of the podcast, the only segment of the podcast where Matt the Mechanic makes picks for the upcoming UFC fights. Today is Thursday, November 20th, for those of you keeping track. Just a week away from Thanksgiving here, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Before we get into UFC 322 and the upcoming UFC Qatar, let me introduce the man making the picks, Matt the Mechanic. What's going on, Matt?
Not much, Bill. It's a good day. I got to pick up my truck from the dealership today. It was broken down this week.
What happened to it?
Oh, the same problems they had since the 60s. I blew up a radiator hose.
Oh, that old problem?
Yeah. And unfortunately, in my 15 years of dealership experience, I still can't fix my own car because I don't want to pay for it. So you're forced to drop it off and submit to the dealership experience like everybody else.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
That truck's still pretty new, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. AC Delco, they make the hoses. I don't know what the problem is. It's probably the same rubber that's been blowing on, every movie for the last 50 years, but oh well. It's fixed.
All right. Well, did it break down while you were driving it?
It was, I'm pretty observant, so it didn't actually blow. It was just leaking, and I noticed the fluid on the ground and took care of it before it was a major issue.
Well, that's good. So, last week, after we did the episode, I wound up getting deathly ill. So while we were sitting here recording last week, I started to feel, I thought it was just like a cold coming on. I was feeling like real achy and uncomfortable. And when I woke up Friday morning, I had 103 fever.
Jesus.
Yeah, which is apparently pretty bad for an adult. Like,
yeah, I think that's it depends on who you ask, but it's not good.
Yeah, and I don't get sick often. I mean, I get colds here and there, but I don't get sick to the point where like I can't do anything. I slept for probably 24 hours straight. I slept all of Friday and then through Friday night. And then on Saturday I was okay. I guess it was some kind of 24-hour virus, but I was sleeping on the couch and I was having hallucinations and stuff.
Geez, only for 24 hours though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I had a low fever on Saturday, but I was functional. Like I was still able to get stuff done. But Friday I was out of commission. I had a full conversation with the Quaker oatmeal guy.
Really? What about?
I don't remember. He
I
was
don't think
standing
he's
in my
around
living
anymore.
room. Huh?
I don't think he's around anymore. He got canceled in 2020.
Well, I mean, he was in my living room on Friday, so
Do you eat Quaker oats or?
no.
What a weird.
Yeah, it was bizarre. My wife told me I was talking to myself. I don't know what I was saying. I don't think it was anything coherent, but I had visits from a few other people too, but I don't really remember them. I just remember the Quaker oatmeal guy coming.
And no one else in the family got this?
No.
Wow.
So
It's
I don't
odd.
know.
Usually when I get a fever, it's very rare, but I know I'm getting it ready to settle in for the long haul. Like that's not a day thing. That's going to be, the 7 to 10 days. No other symptoms.
No, I mean I had like a little congestion, but nothing bad.
Is it possible your wife is poisoning you?
Yes.
Blink twice.
I mean, I don't know how she would. I cook all our food.
I don't know. I'd be suspicious.
It So my wife is not one for sympathy. She's the tell me to suck it up type, whether it's an injury or I'm sick or whatever. She's like, you got shit to do, like just deal with it. And she was actually concerned, which tells me it was really bad because to get sympathy from my wife, I pretty much have to be on my deathbed.
That's odd. Let's hope that doesn't come back.
Yeah, yeah, hopefully not. Um, that was horrible. I maybe get like a low grade fever once a year, like during cold season, and it'll just be like, less than a day, and I'll get a little cold or something. I don't get sick a whole lot, but yeah, man, that took me out. Like I haven't been sick like that since I was a little kid, I think.
Well, according to Mr. Grok, 103 fever warrants a healthcare provider visit.
I did not do that. I visited my couch and my bed. And then I had like pretty bad brain fog for a couple of days. Like I watched the fights on Saturday, but I don't really remember watching them. And then I fell asleep during the Shevchenko fight.
That's not a bad fight to fall asleep to. I'm sure
No.
you. I'm sure you were, flu or not, you were not the only one to fall asleep during the
Yeah,
co-main
yeah,
event.
it put me out in the first round. First round finish for me.
Well, that card was still badass. The prelims and the first three fights were awesome.
Yeah.
Um, the main event, not that it warrants to go back and watch, but it was awesome just because it was just a pure domination. And
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, and I heard a lot of people complaining about, you know, the lack of action in the fight, but you got to marvel at what this guy did. I mean, he moved up 15 pounds, took on the champ, was the favorite moving up, and didn't let the guy do a damn thing for
well,
25 minutes.
I understand people being upset with a boring fight, but that blame has to fall on the champion, not the challenger. I mean,
That's fair. Yeah, it doesn't seem like, JDM was able to do much, if anything, against Islam. um, this he's just on another level, and I'll make the comparison now because when GSP was in his prime, everybody would complain when he would fight because then you had to wait, you know, a month or two between pay-per-views. So you'd wait all this time for a pay-per-view, and then GSP would just jab and double leg people and lay on them. And like a lot of people were really unhappy with him at the time, but now nobody has a bad thing to say about GSP. It's like that never happened.
yeah, and if you buy a pay-per-view that's got Islam Makhachev or any of the Dagestani guys and are upset because it was a grapple fest, then you deserve to lose your money. So
Yeah, but if you look at Islam's finishing rate, I mean, he was finishing everybody.
yeah, he
Um,
does finish, but I mean, it's just the style is more than likely going to be.
yeah,
Uh,
uh, yeah, but I think legacy wise, he's really cementing himself now. I mean, he's in a small handful of people that have achieved championships in two weight classes now. It doesn't seem like there's anybody in the immediate future who's going to be able to deal with him. Um, we got some explosive strikers in the division, like we saw this past weekend. And if Ian Garry wins on Saturday, he'll likely be next in line. Um, but I don't see anybody being able to deal with this guy anytime soon.
I mean, it's obvious when one of the first talks about who the next guy is going to fight is stepping up and going up another weight division to take another belt. I mean,
Yeah, is Taporia thinking about going to welterweight?
No, I think Islam's thinking of going to 185.
Oh, already?
No, that's what they were talking about, is him going and getting that belt too right away.
Oh, okay.
Which that says a lot for what they think of the rest of the division. But I think there's some, there's some good fights, some at least entertaining fights that will sell pay-per-views and you can market it. And I think Islam should just ride it out for a while, unless he doesn't he doesn't want to do this much longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ramadan comes early this year. I think it's end of February this year or early March or something. So hopefully we see him fight one more time before that.
Tuesday, February 17th.
February 17th. All right. Happy Ramadan, everybody. Do you think, man, him and Khamzat would be an interesting fight, especially after seeing Khamzat's gas tank in his last fight?
Yeah. The only thing is, it's like, I don't see him moving up because Khamzat is like the worst case scenario to move up to.
Yeah.
Like that's not, if it was Sean Strickland or somebody like that, I could see it. But
yeah, well, what if it was Dricus? Dricus is kind of a bad matchup for him too.
I mean, Khamzat is no one can stop Islam's takedowns. Well, Khamzat would be one of the guys. I mean,
yeah, I mean Dricus can wrestle too. I mean, there's definitely a lot of options, but here's the question: Is Islam in the conversation for the greatest ever right now?
I think, well, I'd say he already is.
You think he's the greatest ever?
He hasn't. No, he lost, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, it's still John Jones, and I'd say, GSP and Anderson Silva are still right behind him, but I think Islam's in the conversation at least.
I would say if Islam's trajectory continues, he will definitely be it.
I mean, if he wins belts in 3 weight classes, I don't think there's any question. I don't think there's even a debate.
Mm-hmm. I've talked to this before, though. The greatest of all time is kind of a stupid thing.
Sure.
I mean,
and it's favoritism too, right?
Yeah, it's just
it's who
you might as well say my favorite fighter of all time.
Yeah, that's
or favorite good fighter, because I have a lot of favorite fighters that aren't doing too well. So, like,
yeah, same. But I think a lot of people would put him in the conversation. I think he's in the mix. I think he's top 10 all time, at least.
I would say in the current times, he's the greatest in this generation. I mean,
sure. I mean, yeah, he's probably.
I kind of view him the greatest just because of the time period I've watched. I've seen him be so successful. When I see John Jones not really doing much.
That's true. Yeah, but John Jones has already established his legacy. And then you got Topuria too. I mean, Topuria could go on to be a 3-division champion, possibly. Time will tell. But he's got, who's he fighting next?
His wife in court.
Yes. That's going to be a struggle.
I don't even know if that's true. I don't even think that's 100% confirmed.
What, that they're getting divorced?
Yeah. I think that in personal life. Yeah, it's not even on his Wikipedia. I don't think it was ever official. I think people just kind of was reading through the lines. But also, who cares? I don't care. Just like the drama on the Instagram this evening is Mr. Gordon Ryan's female partner has got herself into quite a pickle.
What would she do? You want to talk about it now, or you want to save it for news?
Yeah, I think that's all the real news we got, so we might as well just do that and then talk about the fights. But
All right.
I think
What you do?
last month she has a really nice Porsche SUV, and I think she got pulled over or was attempted to pull over, and she ran at speeds over 100 miles an hour, and then they end up pulling a pit maneuver, and she was drunk and she had 2 guns.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that was like a month ago, and she seems to be living her life still. But
That's where in Texas?
yeah, in Austin.
Law is different in
And
Texas.
then she actually got pulled over for like over 100 after this, which I don't even know how you get. I don't know. And then that second one, it was a crash where she like hit a phone pole and snapped it in half. Now this is just according to the great internet reporter Craig Jones, but
Oh boy.
yeah.
So I guess she didn't learn her lesson.
Or she just doesn't care.
I think in Texas you get a ticket if you don't have guns in the car.
Yeah, I
Pretty
probably
sure.
I think that depends on well, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave that one
Yeah.
alone.
Jamal Witherspoon wants to know if we heard what Belal said at the press conference, and yes, I did, and we'll get into that when we get to Belal's fight. I definitely want to.
What a miss there. That's a miss.
Definitely want to address that.
Let's just get right into it.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to talk a little more about 322, but let's talk about the upcoming fights first.
We can. Oh, if you want to do 322, I have that pulled up.
All right. So big night for the welterweight division.
The young guys in the welterweight division.
Yeah, I mean Pratis and Morales. I mean, let's make that fight now. I know you don't want to burn like 2 top contenders, but fuck it, I want to see that.
Well, yeah, let's see it. Talk about a hell of a fight night. Like main
Yeah.
event, 3 rounds. That way, like these guys could meet later on and with a belt on the line. But
Yeah. I mean, and I don't think either of them are probably going to beat Islam. So let's just have them fight.
well, no, like yeah, maybe both of them aren't going to beat Islam, but they might be the 2 guys that have the explosiveness to do it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Islam has been knocked out before. So but
But let's trial by fire. The one
but
that
but
does this.
that was also when he was really depleting himself to get down to 155. I mean, he really is probably a natural welterweight.
Yeah.
It's his more natural weight class, I think.
But yeah, those are 2 great fights.
Who were you more impressed by, Prates or Morales?
Probably Morales.
Really?
Just because I put more weight. I don't know. For some reason, I put more weight with Sean Brady than Leon Edwards.
Well, Leon never been knocked out before, though.
Yeah, but Nate Diaz almost did it. Nate Diaz wobbled him, and that's not a powerful guy there.
That's true. All right, fair point.
And whenever I think of Carlos Prates, that Ian Garry loss to me that one hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just a wet noodle in that fight. Just didn't show up. Like what a badass guy though. He's smoking cigarettes in the press conference and then the way that Leon took his back and he had the most bored look on his face.
Yeah, that's a great clip to have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be like a forever MMA meme.
Yeah, he's got that one clip saved on his Instagram. He can use that whenever he wants.
Yeah.
And that fight was also weird. There's another moment when he hit Leon, that weird smile Leon put on his face. Did you see that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, he has one of those mouth guards that looks like teeth, I think.
I mean, no, I'm not making fun of Leon Edwards. I mean, I'm sure he might even see that and find the humor in that someday, but it just looked weird.
Yeah, someday down the line.
You think it was his mouth guard that did it? Or remember, you know how Leon has that thing where he'll smile smile when he, has a good exchange. I just wonder if that's like some muscle memory thing. He just went to that same face.
It
Uh,
could it could be.
it was
Could
odd.
be.
Yeah,
I
like I
don't know.
said, very unfortunate.
I think it was the mouthpiece. I don't think he was actually smiling as he was going unconscious. But yeah, Morales was super impressive too. I mean, Sean Brady wasn't in that fight for a second. And
And
then
then, oh, go ahead.
Benoit looked great. Beneil missed weight, which surprised me.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about, I imagine, fighting Benoit Saint Denis. That fight week is just tough. Like, that is not a guy you would look forward to getting in there with. I don't know.
Yeah, especially when you're getting on in years. But I mean, that's 3 bad knockouts in his last 4 fights for Beneil Dariush.
And the next fight we need to talk about, I don't know. Was I right or were you right?
About what? With
Bo
Bull
Nickel.
Nickel?
Because I feel like he did what I said a little bit. I feel like he uses wrestling a bit more than he has been.
Mhm.
But then he took
Yeah.
your advice and landed like the head kick from hell.
Yeah. Very poor technique. He's got very stiff hips, but somehow he got that leg up there. Um, there was like no rotation on it. He just lifted his leg straight up like he was in the Rockettes.
Worked.
Yeah, it worked. He's probably got some hard ass legs.
Yeah, it's a big, thick shin bones. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, wrestlers have dense bones, so yeah.
And I liked his celebration afterwards, getting on the cage with a double middle finger. Like, I was like, okay, you can do that, kids. Like, that's good job.
Yeah. Yeah. It was an impressive performance. I mean, it's gonna be a highlight reel knockout for him forever. And the real test of a fighter is seeing how they bounce back from a loss, and he did it in emphatic fashion. So yeah, that was great.
And that's real all I got from that one, unless you got something else.
Aaron Blanchfield submitting Tracy Cortez in a pretty bloody fight. That one was pretty good. I was impressed with Ethan Ewing coming in on short notice and taking on you know the the young star Malcolm Wellmaker. Kyle Dawkins looked really good, submitting Gerald Mershart.
Man,
And
how old is Gerald Mearshart?
he's got to be pushing 40.
He's fucking younger than me, 37.
Well, he'll be 38 next month.
37 and 21. Well, he could be a cop. Probably he looks like a cop.
We're guessing if people look like cops. You know what movie that's from?
Nope.
It's The Departed.
No. I don't
Good
remember
movie.
that movie. I know what it is, but
Did you see it?
yeah, I saw it. But isn't it the one where like it's the old switcheroo? Is
Yeah.
it with
Yeah. Matt Damon is
yeah.
working with the mob, and he's on the police force, and Leonardo DiCaprio's
Yeah.
undercover in the mob.
It's not gonna wouldn't make my top 100, but
Oh, it would for me. The Jack Nicholson doing the Boston accent does it for me alone.
well,
All right.
whatever gets your rocks off.
Yeah. I'm weird with movies. I like watching like the same movies. All right. Let's put a cap on UFC 322. Good event overall. So this event's going to be in Qatar. No alcohol sales in the building, I'm guessing.
No, only in the boxes.
Ah, okay. And is the first fight on the main card Cortez Acosta and Gaziv?
No, it's the one before that. But we're going to make these first two fights easy. I'm going to apply my rule, and I'm going to parlay the V's. Yeah.
So you're going Shamil Gaziv and Tagir Ulanbekov?
Yes. It ends up at plus 120.
Kyoji Horiguchi's been around a long time. 35 years old at flyweight is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know who he is.
He's fought everywhere. He was in the UFC for a while.
He sounds like a pitcher.
He fought Mighty Mouse in 2015. He got armbarred by Mighty Mouse, and then he fought everywhere. He fought in Ryzen, Bellator. His last fight was in December of 2024, so almost a year ago in Ryzen. And now he's made his way back to the UFC against the Dagestani Tagir Ulanbekov, who's on a 4-fight win streak. All right, so what are the odds, and what does a parlay pay out on your picks?
Well, the odds are I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't remember what the odds are on the one with what's it called for Gaziv, because they don't have a line on DraftKings because of the late replacement. But I did the calculation earlier.
Cortez Acosta just fought like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and hopped a plane like 2 days ago.
Wow. Well, I guess he doesn't have to cut weight, so Salsa boy to the rescue.
I mean, I'm guessing he hopped on a plane, but I don't think that he was probably just hanging around over there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he does cut weight, actually. He's a big boy. 263 is what Sherdog has him at. All right. Let's move on. Jack Hermanson against my favorite name to say on the UFC roster, McTybeck Oralby. I don't even know if he's any good. I just like saying his name. But
if I remember right, every time we talk about his fights, I watch it and I'm like, he's not that good. But I think he's won a couple of them.
Yeah, he won his last fight by submission. Before that, he lost a split decision to Mateusz Rebecki. And then before that, he was on, looks like a 8-fight win streak.
Is his nickname the Iron Eagle or something cool?
No, he doesn't have a nickname on Sherdog anyway.
Well,
from Kyrgyzstan.
What do you think the odds are here?
Oralby is like a 2-1 favorite.
Yeah, plus 200 for Jack, minus 245 for.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to go against those odds. I'm going to take Jack at his coming down to 170.
I think that's a good move for him. He was always a tad small for middle, and it showed in his last few fights. I mean, he did beat Joe Pyfer and Chris Curtis. Lost to Sean Strickland in a close fight. Lost to Roman Dolidze. Lost to RoboCop in his last fight. Got knocked out. That was back in June. All right, so Jack Hermanson at underdog money. I'm not mad at that. All right, now we got Volkan Ozdemir and Alonzo Menifield. Like, either somebody's getting knocked out in the first round, or we're going to see both of these guys tired, hanging on each other. is my prediction. Alonzo Menifield 2-fight win streak. Lost 2 in a row before that. And Ozdemir coming off of the loss to Carlos Ulberg in November last year, so he's had a 1-year layoff. Before that, he knocked out Johnny Walker and submitted Bogdan Guskov. So I don't know. I would think Ozdemir is a slight favorite here.
Ozdemir is the minus 225 favorite, opposite plus 185.
Wow. That's I wouldn't have thought it was that big of a margin.
Well, if you think that's a big margin, we're about to go crazy here. But I'm going to take Ozdemir here. I don't like the minus 225, but he's got a ton of UFC experience, and he seems to be doing better at the latter end of his career, and that's just where I want to put my dollar.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got unique knockout power, but Menifield does too. Menifield is one of those guys who's like super dangerous for the first half of the first round, and then, you know, if you weather that storm, you're looking pretty good. All right, so Ozdemir at minus 225, yeah. You said? All right. So let's move on to the co-main event. I'm going to pull up Jamal's comment here. Did you see what Belal said at the press conference?
Well, I didn't. I saw a reel, and I saw the title of what he said, and then it was the video, and I hadn't got there yet, and I'm like, I'm just going to stop this. I just was like, I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah, he's hard. He's hard to listen to him talk, man. He's just so.
I feel like that's a comment that Sean Strickland could pull off and make funny, or Bryce Mitchell, but I don't see Belal's delivery probably being good with that.
No, it was terrible. So his comment was, he said he's training with a bunch of young guys. He's got a young boxer who's 17 years old in his camp. And he says it's like the Epstein files without the sex. I'm getting their powers through sparring and training. And it was just, I see what he was going
there's 2
for
layers.
with that.
There's actually 3 layers to that joke, but he just can't deliver that joke. Like, that's just not him.
No. And it's just so cringeworthy when you hear a guy talking about training with young guys and making an Epstein reference. Like, I don't know.
Well, to be fair,
and you know,
the 17-year-old guy is Nacho, his main training partner's little brother. So it's not like it's some random 17-year-old, but it's not his joke.
Yeah, I don't think it should be anybody's joke. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Strickland could have pulled it off.
Jake Shields could pull it off. Just not.
Mark Fellows says that might have been the weirdest quote I've ever heard, and I've listened to a lot of Tito Ortiz interviews.
That to me it was just they came up with that in the backstage, and it just nobody said, "Hey, man, maybe that's not a good idea." Like,
yeah. He probably doesn't have any friends. Nobody that would tell him, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that.
I mean, he's got friends. Doesn't John Ennick's brother have it like that's his back piece for Belal? I think he does. I think it says remember the name tattooed on his back.
Oh God, that's awful. Did he lose a bet?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just bros.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't get Matt the Mechanic tattooed on my back.
Well, good.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't think I've ever. I don't think no. I wouldn't. No. I don't think there's another person I would get a tattoo for. Maybe my daughter.
Yes, that's the correct answer, Bill. Your daughter, your wife, your mother, your grandmother.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my one tattoo is for my
Or
grandfather.
grandfather. That'll count. Go give you that.
Yeah. These are his last words to me. But yeah.
So what do you think about the fight?
I can't think about the fight. I keep thinking about Belal being so awkward. And all right, here's how I'll tie it into the fight, because we know how Ian Garry feels about people abusing children. He beat the piss out of Neil Magny for saying that he hits his kid. And he took that really personally. So I would be interested to hear Ian Garry's response to that.
He'd probably say that's fucking weird.
Yeah. He's like, that's
Ian
weird. And
Garry's
I let
sure
other people
done a
fuck
good
my
job
wife.
getting the spotlight off of him, hasn't he? Like, he's not the butt of all the jokes anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you're fighting, his last opponent is not like the shit talking type. And Protest is just kind of like focused on building his own character. And before that, he fought Rachmanov. And before that, MVP. MVP's a shit talker, but he's not gonna people's personal lives. And Belal Muhammad is a pretty respectful guy. Current interviews aside. So
He's
yeah, he
respectful
hasn't
against
really.
his opponent.
It's not, if he was gonna be fighting like Colby Covington, it would be.
Well, I was just sitting there wondering, well, where did all that heat come from? And it was Colby. So Colby's not fighting. So
Yeah, is Colby retired? What's going on with him?
no, he's not. He's like the Dylan Dennis of the UFC.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about Dylan Dennis getting his ass beat
Yeah, we don't need to let's not give him what he wanted out of that.
in his big clown shoes.
The reason he did that is to make people talk about it. So let's not give him.
Yeah, well, he's banned from the UFC, so we don't have to talk about him anymore. Yeah, I think this is an interesting fight. And I mean, Ian Garry seems to think he's getting a title shot off of this, but like he has the win over Protest, but why would he get a title shot before Rachmanov when he has a loss to him?
Because who knows what Rachmanov's doing?
That's true. I mean, he hasn't fought in almost a year. The Ian Garry fight.
Oh yeah, his knee's boogered up.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
well, never mind. Forget him. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I don't think Ian Garry has faced a wrestler with the tenacity of Belal Muhammad yet. I mean, he's fought all strikers. If you look at Carlos Prates, Rachmanov, MVP, Jeff Neal, and he just barely beat Jeff Neal. Neil Magny, Magny can grapple, but he's not a wrestler. Yeah, I'm looking. He hasn't really fought a wrestler in the UFC yet, so I guess we're gonna see. What his takedown defense is like. Is this a 3-round fight?
No, that's a good question, Bill. I don't know.
And Belal Muhammad has done well against strikers. I mean, he beat Leon for the title. He beat the piss out of Sean Brady. Beat Vicente Luque. Beat Wonder Boy.
Three rounds. Belal Muhammad stated he wanted a 5-round fight, but Gary's camp would only agree to a 3-round.
All right, that's a
Man, Grok is
good
on
move,
fire tonight.
Go Grok.
So what do you think the odds are?
I think Ian Garry's probably the favorite.
Yes. At minus 270, opposite plus 220. I feel the same way you do.
Minus 270 is wild for a guy who's 1-1 in his last 2 fights, and he's going against a former champion.
Yeah.
Those are wild odds.
Yes, I'll be taking Belal here.
Yeah, I mean, Belal could easily just blanket him for 3 rounds.
It's kind of disrespectful if you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, the guy, he lost the title in his last fight, right?
Yeah, his last fight was when he lost his title, and he lost it by 1 round.
Yeah.
That was a 2-3.
Yeah, very disrespectful odds. But, there's not a lot of respect for Belal Muhammad out there. All right. So you're taking the underdog. What? He's plus
200.
What? Plus 200. Yeah. Those are good odds. I mean, he can definitely beat Ian Garry. Like, we're gonna know pretty early on in this fight if Garry can deal with the pressure of Belal Muhammad. Has Belal ever been finished? Yes, he's been knocked out once. Let's see by who. By Vicente Luque back in 2016 in the first round. But there's been a lot of supplements taken since then. Yeah, all right. Belal Muhammad, how do you think he gets it done? Decision?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't see him finishing Ian Garry.
For that. No,
like what's
you only get 80 points. So it goes to plus 300. So we're not going to take.
What's Belal by submission?
Plus 1,400.
How many submission wins does he have? 1.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
He's got 5 TKOs, 18 decisions. He's also he's a Duke Roufus guy who recently passed away. Rest in peace, Duke Roufus. So I wonder if that's had any impact on his camp.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, it's got to be like a depressing vibe when the head coach passes away. But you already locked in your pick, so let's go on to the main event. Arman Tsarukyan and Dan Hangman Hooker. I can't even pronounce Tsarukyan's nickname.
I can't pronounce his last name.
Ahalkalakets. So Tsarukyan, 4-fight win streak. Is coming off of the split decision win over Charles Oliveira at UFC 300, which was a year and a half ago. So this guy's been on the bench for a while. And Dan Hooker, 3-fight win streak. Just beat Mateusz Gamrot and Jalen Turner. The Jalen Turner fight was really close. And then he TKO'd Claudio Puelles before that. Let's see. Both of these guys have lost to the champ, Islam Makhachev. I would imagine Tsarukyan's the favorite here.
Yeah, minus 625.
Holy shit.
Opposite plus 455. So there's been some rumblings that Islam is having trouble making weight. Arman. Because, they're weighing in possibly right as we speak. I can't find anything online about it, which is weird for like $1 billion company that they don't have weigh-ins.
Yeah.
And they
Grok can't help you out with that.
no. But I'm just gonna put my money at plus 455 with Dan Hooker because it's just gonna be much more fun to watch this fight. Betting on Dan Hooker and hoping for that excitement, but more than likely Arman's gonna win this fight.
Yeah, I mean, Arman's been knocked out once.
But Dan Hooker got us through
And
the COVID-19 pandemic, and I respect that man. Remember him like being
the last time
locked out of he had his being quarantined in Australia for like a month after his fight.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. He had to be away
I
from
think they
his
made him be
family.
away a month before he left and a month after he left.
Jeez, I couldn't even imagine. I think his daughter is my daughter's age too. Oh, Tsarukyan is the same birthday as my sister, October 11th. Yeah, so Tsarukyan has not been knocked out since December of 2015 by Alexander Belik. What's that guy doing now? He's 9-5. Lost his last 2 fights, hasn't fought since 2021. So that's the last guy to knock out Arman Tsarukyan. I think Dan Hooker's got to get the knockout to win. I don't think he's going to be able to edge out a decision over Tsarukyan. His wrestling is too good. I think he's going to have a lot of control time, and Dan Hooker's going to have to, pull a knockout out of somewhere. But he could do it. It's definitely possible. How much is Dan Hooker by knockout?
Plus 800. So almost double.
Okay.
Man, I would feel so bad for Arman if that happened.
Why?
I don't know, because he had a title. He was a day away from a title fight.
Yeah, but he fucked up.
Or he hurt his back. Right?
Yeah. He fucked up. All right. I think that'll do it for this.
Dalby's fighting. Don't miss that.
Yeah. He's fighting, but that goes against your code.
Yeah, I'm not picking him. I'm just saying don't miss it.
He's fighting Sajid Izagamayev.
I think Nicholas Dalby might be the one that broke that rule of mine. He was like the first one I picked against that.
Dalby's a tough dude. The other fight I'm interested in.
It's 41.
These prelims are terrible, but this heavyweight making his debut, Marek Buljo, Polish guy. He's 6-0. All finishes. He's knocked out his last 4 opponents, submitted his first 2. And he's fighting Denzel Freeman, who's 6-1. So I'm interested in this. It's the first fight of the night. And then after that, I'll turn it off until the main card, pretty much, because
it's the first fight of the morning.
The Dalby fight.
So I bet you'll watch a lot of these because it's you can have breakfast and watch this fight.
What time does this start?
I think I might be a little off.
F Grok. Grok is our
Grok or no. Prelims start at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then you see the guy Shaquem Rock.
Yeah, I did notice that name when I was glancing over this. He's fighting Nurullo Aliyev, who's 10-0. We got a few undefeated fighters. Luke Riley is fighting Bogdan Grad. Luke Riley, 11-0. All right.
This guy is Taporia. Is that Taporia's brother?
I don't know.
He's from Georgia.
Alexander Taporia. Or Alexandre Taporia. Yeah, he might be. 135er.
Yep, that's his brother.
Yeah, and he's got a Spanish nickname, El Conquistador. So, yep. Okay. And he's fighting Bekzat Almakan.
That's not good.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, he's got to be pretty good if he's Taporia's brother, but
He lost the last one. Let's see, take a quick look at the news.
This is a solid card, though. Like the main card is very decent for a fight night. You know, you got some heavyweights, you got some veterans, you got the light heavyweights that are either going to put on a show or put on a horrible fight. I'm interested in Muhammad versus Garry, and the main event is pretty good.
Yeah, it's good, but it sucks to see a main event with that big of difference in odds.
That's true, but you know, it gives you an underdog to root for, I guess.
Yeah. So the news is there's not much. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with what's going on with Demetrius Johnson and MMA Guru.
No.
So they had a pretty popular podcast. They you know who MMA Guru is, right?
Yeah.
Well,
He's like that troll guy.
he's like that giant troll. He's like huge. Like
Yeah.
giant man. But he had a really entertaining show with Demetrius Johnson, but he said some apparently Demetrius has some very corporate backing behind his I don't know what it would be called, but his contracts are with some like actual networks.
Okay.
And MMA Guru crossed the line with some things he said about Israel.
Oh. Where's that guy from?
He's a United Kingdom, I think.
Okay. And his whole thing is like being controversial, right?
I mean, not controversial. He's just, I don't know. I'd say he's unfiltered.
Okay. But all he does is complain about MMA, right?
No, he's a huge fan.
Yeah, but he complains a lot.
No, I would not say that. I just say he's good at he makes rants that go viral.
Okay.
You know, he's like the Brian Petrie from the Anik and Florian podcast with just more anger.
Yeah.
Like he knows what he's talking about. Like he can break down a fight. But
all right.
Yeah, he did.
So their podcast got shut down then?
I think MMA Guru just walked because he's like, I was told I couldn't say that kind of shit, and I don't want to be a part of that, and I don't want to mess up Demetrius's thing, so I'm just gonna go back and do my own thing and say what I want, which I can respect that.
All right. Mighty Mouse, I'm available.
Yeah.
Call me in. I won't say anything bad about any foreign country or power. Anything else in the news?
Not really. Yeah.
I did see a clip of Dana White talking about how Francis Ngannou is not a good guy. Was that old?
No, it's not old. That happened this week, but man, like it's.
Oh, that's right. We were just talking about it the other day.
Yeah,
I was still in my brain fog. I think
clipped it, but yeah, it was a story. Like But it was basically just like Francis kind of leaned over the doorway, and said, "You're."
Yeah. And didn't he put his hands on him?
That's what he said, but that's weird. I didn't like Dana saying that, especially so far away. Like when I saw that, I'm like, oh, they must be negotiating something.
You think so?
I
Just to
mean, why would you say that? I mean, it doesn't make Dana look any better, and Dana likes having he he likes to look as macho as possible.
I guess they could be in talks.
Well, I mean, it's obvious that Francis fighting on the White House card would be a big deal.
Sure. What do you think it would be? Francis and John Jones? Or Francis and Aspinall?
It could be either, preferably John Jones.
That would definitely be the bigger draw. Like, that's a marquee fight right there.
It's weird though, but we're also talking about like a new landscape in the UFC that's coming up because they don't need the draw because it's not a pay-per-view.
That's true. Yeah, but they want to make a big deal out of this card, pay-per-view or not.
Well, if they want to make a big deal about this card, then Conor McGregor fighting on that card is the number one priority. No one
Yeah,
can make that. No one can make that a bigger fight than Conor McGregor.
But Conor hasn't shown any serious signs that he's looking to get back in there.
I mean, the UFC just gave him new shorts this week, his own shorts.
Oh, yeah? I mean, do you know how many fights he has on his contract?
Custom Coke bucket.
Nice. Isn't he a born-again Christian now?
Oh, yeah, I did see that. But Coke's white, so that's holy.
Sure. It could be blessed. Bless this cocaine.
I mean, yeah, Venom released Conor McGregor shorts.
All right. So that could be a sign.
I mean, I can't think of anybody else they'd want on that card more than that.
Yeah. So what do you think it would be? Conor Diaz 3?
I mean, that's the biggest. I don't know. Nate might want too much money. I don't think it really matters. It's just the return of Conor.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't make that the main event though, because it's not that much of a lock.
Yeah, and also,
and John Jones isn't much of a lock either. So maybe it's Francis Ngannou versus, but that's not American.
Who could you put Conor against though? Like, let's say he comes back at welterweight, like
Chandler, Nate.
No, you can't do Chandler.
Yeah, you can. Of course you can.
No.
Cowboys coming back. You bitch ass hit me in my face with their shoulder. I would love to see him get that back. Yeah, they both kind of left for the last couple of years. Cowboys doing steroids, Conor's doing coke. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to put somebody that's going to be on his level, because Conor is not beating anybody in the top 5.
Yeah, it's a huge star that's not ranked anymore.
No,
it's Nate Diaz.
I don't think he's beating anybody in the top 5 at lightweight either.
No, let's be real. He's probably not beating anybody in the top 10.
Well,
he's not beating anybody in the top 5, and who cares if he fights anybody from 5 to 10 in both of those divisions?
That's true.
It's got to be a vet. It's got to be, what I guess you'd call a legacy fight.
Yeah.
It's Nate.
So in welterweight, Ian Garry is ranked 6. That's a fun fight.
I mean, okay, maybe you give it to that. But then what if Conor beats him up?
It'd be funny. Have the 2 Irishmen go at it at the White House.
Yeah, like the drunken interlude.
The guy that that lets people bang his wife versus the guy that bangs everyone else's wife?
You heard it here.
That could be on the poster. On the White House lawn.
Cuck Wars.
UFC, whatever. Are they still going to do numbered events when they go to Paramount? They are, right?
I don't. Well, who knows? I'm excited. I got the email from ESPN last week. And it's like, by the way, we're increasing our price by several dollars, and I'm like, fuck you are on me because I'm done with this.
Yeah, I can't wait to be done with ESPN because I don't watch any other sports, so I have no need to keep it.
Yeah, well, I watch a lot of sports, and I don't have any reason to keep it.
Oh, all right.
I mean, maybe I'll find out that I have a reason to keep it when I cancel it, but I don't know. I'm also looking forward to the new season of Landman is rolling out right now on Paramount. So,
What's Landman?
You never saw Landman?
No.
Landman is an awesome show. It's Billy Bob Thornton plays. You've seen clips on Instagram.
Probably.
He plays an oil driller, and it's just about it's Taylor Sheridan's. He's a creator of Yellowstone. You've probably not ever watched Yellowstone, have you?
No.
Okay, so you're not a man.
I guess not.
Anyway, it's about oil drillers in Texas.
Okay. Is it a drama?
Yeah, it's a drama. It's a drama that a man can still watch and feel manly. But
okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, well, when you get I'm jealous when you get Paramount finally, you'll have probably a season and a half to watch. And Billy Bob Thornton is one of the best actors we've been able to experience.
I do love Bad Santa.
Really? Bad Santa is what you pick out for Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah. Sling Blade was good too.
I picked the one with Halle Berry. What was that?
Oh, Monster.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Especially for the boy that I was at that time, at that age.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was a similar age when I saw it too. Yep. That's a good one.
That was a great one. Titanic didn't have shit on that.
No, not even close. All right. You got anything else?
Nope.
Neither do I. I think we'll probably not do an episode next week because it's Thanksgiving, right?
Are there fights?
Let's find out.
No, next fights are damn.
What?
Okay, yeah, next fights are 2 weeks away. It's
okay.
Marab's fighting again.
Yeah, that's great. I just saw that right before we started here,
and it does not look like a very good card at all. So, but we'll do it for Marab.
So we'll say we'll be off next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, don't catch your turkeys on fire.
Yeah. Number one day for fire departments.
How is the Welker family cooking their turkey this year?
I'm not.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah. My smoker's been broken, so if I can't smoke the turkey, I'm not making one. So we just ordered a turkey this year.
From where? Like Publix?
No.
Some fancy ass place in Tampa.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wish you would have hit me up. I have an open slot in the Temple deep frying turkey.
I've never deep fried a turkey.
Rotation. I'm gonna deep fry 4 turkeys this year.
4 turkeys for what?
I have my neighbors that we all pitch in. Oil's expensive. It costs $80 to fill the deep fryer.
Yeah, I bet.
But it only takes 45 minutes to cook an entire 14 to 16 pound turkey. So we all pitch in. The newer person in the rotation goes first because the more you cook, in the oil, the better the flavor is. But 4 hours later, I have a nice Cajun deep fried turkey.
There you go. All right, sounds good. All right. I guess that's all we got. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Be safe, enjoy time with your families. Be thankful for something. And that's it. So until next time, cheers, everybody. Goodbye.